Hey guys, welcome again. Welcome back to Ocheng's Jewel KE. It's been a minute. But your girl is back. So, Ocheng's Jewel KE. As we start, so with all this COVID-19 thing going on, we don't even have time to go to salons. And if we have time to go to salons are closed. Yeah. So you probably have that one extension in your house that you're wondering, everybody gonna think I'm using the same thing. It's yours, sis. Use it. So yeah, let's get down to business. Everything that you're gonna need. Hallelujah. Tail comb, your brush, bobby pins, coconut oil, eco styla gel, or any other gel that you would like. And also for the oil, you can use any other oil that you want. I like coconut oil because why not? You're also going to need hairspray. If you want hairspray, it's an optional sort of thing. Then you're going to need your spray bottle with water, or alternative two, you could just go wet your hair in the shower or even in the rain. But hautaki kupata homa. Then we will need the extension in use, and last but not least, your head. And it's gotta have hair. So yeah, let's get down to business. Step one, kama kawa kama dawa, wet your hair. So when you, oh sorry, I forgot one more thing. We will need your hair band, hair clip, whatever you want to call it. We will need this too, because we are going to be holding our hairs in a ponytail so that we can be able to hook on the extension and vava boom. And but why am I forgetting? You will also need clips, hair clips. They come in various shapes, sizes. So these are the tiny ones. I like the tiny ones for now. So yeah, that's what you're going to use. And yeah, now let's get to it. So you wet your hair to manageable or desired wetness. Let me put it like that: manageable or desired wetness, so that you can be able to manipulate it. Done. Okay. Then we will comb it. I'm gonna comb it upwards because we are heading there with the hairdo. Then, as you all know, I like to do season 2 with this. Two, 3, we gonna do the coconut oil all over your hair, or any oil that you want to use. This is the point where you can put it. Yeah. So then you comb it and move like this. You comb it and hold it up. This is the point where if you want a cut in the middle, or whichever side you want the cut, you can put it. So why not? Let's put it. We will put ours there. Always remember that if your hair is not very soft, you probably want to comb it, divide it into sections. Then the combing will be easier and less painful. Yes. Make sure you get all your hair. Then we tie it. Don't worry if you see such, we will work on it. All right, so you want to just run your tail comb through just to make sure everything is okay. And then as usual, I like to go in with another layer of oil. And like I said, don't worry about these ones that are protruding. We are sorting them out in a few minutes. Alrighty, coconut oil time done. So we will do the gel. Let's start with these hairs. See, told you we would handle them. See, told you we would handle them. Get them in there. Don't forget the back side of your hair. Do not forget the back side. Then I just like to go back again with the comb. Was that repetition? I just like to go back with the comb and just get everything straightened out before I use the tiny brush, so that I can get that line nice and clean, or that cut nice and clean, and also so that I can avoid my hair going, because my head shape ain't like that. Okay, get then rub it. Get the mold in place. Then you go with your brush. And in case you're new to this channel, this is just the kawaida nail brush, the normal nail brush. You can use any other brush that you want. This works perfectly for me because it's nice, tiny, portable, and it does the work just right. So why not? So we lay the hair nice and neat. So now that these are nicely laid, this is the part where if you want to lay your edges, you can lay them at this point. If you do not want to lay your edges, then you are practically done. Let's lay our edges. Let's lay our edges, man. Let's lay our edges. We will be wearing a face mask the whole day probably, so why not take the attention elsewhere? So yeah, now that those ones are nicely flat, the front part, and don't forget the back part also. Okay, so now we will go lay our edges. Last time we laid our edges using the comb. Today let's lay our edges using just the edge brush. So the edge brush, you can use an edge brush. They are probably being sold maybe everywhere. You can use an old mascara one that you have washed and it's totally clean, or you can use your old toothbrush. So take a little bit of gel and put at the either at the back of your hand, at the front of your hand. Basically it's your hand. So then remember that the edges have to kind of like be even, or you have to follow what is already there. And if you want to make it as realistic as possible, and the only way to do that is to follow the ones that are there, or at least insinuate that they are there. So you will put the gel on the brush like that, not too much, just enough. Then for example, you want to do it here and you want it to go in that direction, we will brush a little bit out, then we take it in. All right, we get that. Then we will do the second one, out and in. Then we will do the third one, or you can do 2 and leave it like that. I'm going to do 3, so you can brush out and in. out and in. Correct if you need to. Out and in. Out and in. Then we just need to ensure that the rest of the hairs are nicely, yes. Go to the next part of your hair. Your edges are sisters, not twins. Gel on the toothbrush. Remember, out, then in. And don't brush too deep into this part of your head, because then you will need to redo your whole hairdo. Now who wants that? Nobody. Take some more gel into your brush. Then this, remember I told you, it's always nice to just have them equally distributed, or you can have 2, 1, whichever tickles your fancy. I like them equally distributed, so I'm going to do 3 on this side. So I will brush it out, then in, out, then in. Lay it out properly. You can correct it as many times as you need. It's your hair, it's your brush, it's your gel, it's your hair do. Okay. And then we clean up the rest of the hair to make it look as natural as possible. So this is the part where you either use your satin head wrap, or you can leave it like that. Sometimes I leave it like that, sometimes I do the satin head wrap, but just so that it is as practical as possible and you are able to sort of see everything that I'm doing, I am going to use a satin head wrap. And if you have no idea what I mean by a satin head wrap, maybe you could head on to video 1 and see why I recommend a satin head wrap. So when we are doing the head wrap, remember that you have laid your edges. Don't leave them out. There really is no specific timeline that you should have this on, but your instincts will just tell you what to do when you're ready, etc. Alrighty, so as we wait for our head wraps to dry, you know, we are going through some very tough times right now, and it's very easy for us to be all negative and be sad and wonder what, you know. But I just want to encourage you with a word from the Bible. The Bible says that all things work together for good for those that know the Lord and those that love him and have been called according to his purpose. We have all been called according to his purpose. We love God. And if you do not love God, I have no idea how you're surviving. I don't. And we have all been called according to his purpose. How do I know we have all been called according to his purpose? Because if not, we wouldn't be here, bottom line. So encourage yourself in the word of God. Encourage yourself that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Whatever season you're going through, whether you're having frustrations over the COVID situation, whether you're having frustrations over you ain't married, you ain't having a baby, you don't have enough money, I don't know, your school ain't going right, stuff is just all over the place. Always remember to be still and know that he is God. And if he is God, what can't he do? Like, seriously, what can't he do? Nothing. This too shall pass. Head wrap done, and especially kama unafanya in the morning, so remove it carefully, otherwise you might just end up lifting the edges. A closer look. Nice. Okie dokie. So now it is time to put our extension. Whatever. Make sure it is securely in place. All right. So now, this is how you wore your extension the previous time. You don't want to do that again. So divide your extension into 2 equal parts, not equal like a T. Now you come here with a protractor. No, 2 parts like that. And I was itching. Then now this other part, just take a little bit of it and lay it towards your whichever side, so your right or your left. This one, now that you have it there, roll it, not too hard, just roll it as though you are twist it, then wrap it around the other hair that you have not this one that you have not wrapped, twisted. Yeah. And then when you get to this part, tuck it under there like that. Then you will have this hair hanging out, right? And this other one on that side. So you just want to spread this hair all over, and at this point it will cover your face. Then from underneath, you see when you're laying it right at your ear, this is the part where you will need your bobby pins. Just put them as close. So when they are covering your ear, just push it to the back so that it's covering a lot of your hair. Then do a bobby from your hair like that. Secure that in place. Then, so there's 2 ways we can have this. We can either have it dropping like that, you know, so it'll be like short, then it heads towards the long part, but we didn't lay our edges to hide them. So push this hair towards the back and take another pin and just secure that part so that it's not dropping to your face. And take a little bit from there and hang it. Just let it lay there. Feel free to correct it, and because we do not want too many bobby pins, we can tuck that in there. Then when you have this hair here, drop it right there and pick the rest of the hair. Pick the rest of the hair and make sure it's like now one sort of strand. And when you're holding it like this, just make sure it's not too tight, because then it's going to look really awkward. Then take a bobby pin. Take a bobby pin and just run it, that part, directly inside. And then take another bobby pin, and from this other corner, just run it directly inside. That way it secures that hair, and yeah, it doesn't get to move around a lot. Then you can take your accessories and whatever it is that you want to put on your hair, then put it wherever you want to put it. So it's just nice to put it on this, and on this other side. So we will put one right there, there, another one, and put it right there. So you can hold more than one strand and just put it there like that. Just make sure it doesn't look rigid, you know. So if you hold too many, it's going to look so clamped up. It's not going to look nice. And then just put one somewhere here, so that then it looks like there's a sequence that you're following. And then go ye and slay. Go ye and slay. Go ye and slay. So you can use your hairspray at this point. If you do not want it, you're done. So this is how your front looks. This is how your right side looks. This is your left. And this is your back. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button so that you can get notifications whenever I upload a new video. And remember, most importantly, to live, love, laugh, and don't forget to eat. It's a wrap.